Hi everyone, and welcome to today's workout. Today's workout is going to be an advanced level Pilates workout with some general strength exercises in there as well to give you a full combination of exercises to do in your workout. So our warm-up we're going to keep quite gentle to conserve your energy for the rest of the workout. So we're going to begin on all fours. Have your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. And from here, we're just going to take it into cat-cow. So we're just going to curl the head and shoulders and the tailbone under. And then we're going to lengthen out the head and tailbone. Pulling up through your core as we come in to activate. And then keeping that core engaged as we come out. Let's just take a breath in, reach your spine to the ceiling. And then exhale, let it arch out. So just moving within comfortable movements here. Not too much pressure to go too far on either direction, just working with what feels good. We're going to pause in the middle here, come back to your start position. We're going to take some thread the needle to mobilize. So we're going to thread one arm under, lifting it up to the ceiling. Thread through, lift up to the ceiling. One last time this way, lifting up to the ceiling. And then change over to the other side. Thread through and lift to the ceiling. Nice and low. Open your chest, let your head follow your fingertips and come back through and lift. Good, let's just take a child's pose here and then come up. We're going to come into a lying down position to start with. We're going to start with some shoulder bridge. So bring yourself down onto your back here, shoulders nice and relaxed, and just find your neutral rest position. So you want to be level across your pelvis with just your natural curve underneath you. From here, we're going to lightly engage through our core. You're going to roll through your spine, peeling your spine bone by bone up off the floor. Take an inhale to hold, and then an exhale to work yourself down bone by bone. So again, no pressure, nice and easy. Roll through that spine, using that core to lift high. And then exhaling bone by bone, come back down again. So bridge is a great exercise for mobilizing through your spine, but using your core muscles throughout the movement, which is what today's workout is really going to require. Let's breathe out, roll through, inhale to hold, and gently roll back down again. We're going to take one more on our bridge. We're going to hold it at the top here. So have your hip bones facing up to the ceiling. Keep working through that core. We're going to drop the hip to one side, push back to the ceiling. Drop and push. So this is good for getting those glutes fired up. Still using our core for support. Keeping the knees in line. Let's just relax the breathing. Down, push high. Down, push high. We're going to take four more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lower yourself bone by bone all the way back down again. From here, just come to the side and bring yourself up onto your feet here. We're going to take it into a roll up to standing. So keeping the head and shoulders tucked in nice and tight, heels to the floor, peel your spine bone by bone as you come back up again. Once you make it to the top, we're going to do that a couple more times. So breathing out, roll forward, looking close to the legs. Take an inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll yourself up, using that core through the whole movement, nice and high. On this next one, we're going to pause when we get to the knees, send the head and the hips out, curl back under, using your core, bring it up high, inhale, breathing out. Go all the way to the floor or to wherever you get to. Inhale, exhale, come back up. One last time, halfway for this one. Breathing out, head and tailbone go out, head and tailbone come up nice and tall. Give yourself a little bit of a shake out. So we're going to start the main part of the workout with some squats. So I want you to have your feet about hip distance apart. Your shoulders are nice and wide. Hands can come to the side or they can come to the front, whatever you prefer. So from here, we're going to take a squat down, rise back up tall. Squat down, rise back up tall. So I'm just going to do them from the side so you can get an idea of what we're doing here. We're going to keep our spine as tall as we can. So lead from the top of the head when we lift up. Breathing and breathing. Press the weight down through the heels and keep your knees tracking in line with your toes. Exhale and inhale. Using that core to help us. We're still thinking about our Pilates even though we're in our squat movements. On this next one, pause, halfway, down and lift. Down, halfway, down and lift. So adding in that half squat, just work those legs a little bit harder. Down, halfway, down and back. Driving the weight through your heels, keeping the arms either on the hips or out in front. Let's breathe out, breathe in. Keep that breath nice and steady. On the next one, hold it here. We're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Tiny pulses. Keep the weight down through the heels. Shoulders are relaxed. We've got another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to bring the knees a little bit wider, hands to the front. We're going to go super slow down onto your mat, trying not to use the hands. Okay, once you're on the mat, bring it into our V-sit or boat sit position. Relax those shoulders down, chests are nice and high. Toe tap and back, toe tap and back. So you're reaching this leg out in front without disturbing your trunk position. Relax through your shoulders. Using that exhale to reach, inhale to return. Maintaining that space between your knees and ankles all the way through. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for Criss Cross. Hands to the back of your head, elbows are wide. We're going to rotate and center. Rotate. Try and keep that chest up high and lengthen that leg away. Breath out, breath in. Good twist and back. Breathe out, breathe in. Get as much twist through your spine as you can. So look where you're going. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, arms out in front. We're going to hold it here. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit forward so I'm in the right place to show you. So holding it here, bring the feet to the floor, relax through the shoulders. We're going to sit right up on our bottom bones, ready for some roll-ups. So relax the shoulders down, take an inhale, exhale, roll off your sitting bones and then stack yourself back up tall. So use that outward breath to come back, inward breath to sit tall. Outward breath, inward breath. Keep the arms really nice and wide. So you've got a wide collarbone, wide chest, soft through the shoulders, and let your spine curve. So we want a C curve here, S-shaped curve to come back. Breathing out, breathing in. Taking it to the sides for the obliques, we're going to open and center. Open and center. So look where you're going and then stack it back tall. Stretching back, back to the center. Reaching long and back. Really do use the breath to help you on these when we're working harder, when the intensity is going to grow. Exhaling and inhaling. We've got 3 to go. 2 and one. Returning to the center, we're going to do some full roll-ups now. So from here, keeping the shoulders relaxed, we're going to slowly, slowly, bone by bone, uncurl through your core, taking your time, come all the way down. Take an inhale, and then you're going to exhale, bone by bone, using that core, and stretch up tall. Breathing out, work yourself down. Really imagine one vertebrae, one bone in your back at a time. Keep these ribs down when you come down, and then we're going to exhale. Glue those feet to the floor, lengthen tall. So we exhale, using that core. Keep those feet down, put the brakes on. Inhale, ribs stay down. Exhale, using that core. Sit nice and tall. One last time, breathing out. Roll yourself down. Inhale. This time, we're going to exhale. We're going to curl all the way up. And then we're going to try and take the feet so that we can come all the way up to standing. Try not to use those hands and get yourself up tall. We're going to come into some single leg squats now. So taking the hands either to the hips or out in front, whatever feels comfortable. Collarbones and hips all face forward. This leg lifts. So we're going to squat down, lift tall. So keeping those hips in alignment as best as you can. And if you look down, your knee should be in line with your big toe. So we're going to breathe out, breathe in. Keep tall through the head, lengthen through your spine as you go. And if you have a wobble, don't worry, just try and correct. But really focus on that alignment of your hip, knee and ankle. We're breathing out, we're breathing in. Relax through that top half, still using that core to give you that support. 3 to go. Breathing out and in. 2 and 1. You're going to hold this next one. I'm just going to come forward so I've got the space to do so. Hold it here, hands to the front. You're going to go super slow. Extend that other leg, come down to the floor, and then from there, use that core to bring yourself down to the floor. Okay, from here, we're going to readjust into our neutral position. So you want to be level across your pelvis with just your natural curve under the small of your back, hands to your sides. Float one leg to tabletop, deeper core engagement, bring the second leg to tabletop. Now just while we're here, if you touch the knees, check the elbows are straight, rib cage is down, just your natural curve at the lower back. Okay, so from here we're going to take scissors. So engaging through that center, we're going to toe tap down, and as this leg returns, we're going to switch legs. Toe tap and switch. So you want to maintain the 90-degree angle at the knee. Keep the pelvis really steady. This rib cage is connected. And we're just breathing out, breathing in. Relaxing through the top half. Feeling that core working a little bit harder. Trying not to grip through any part of the upper body. Just working with that breath. Slow movements. Toe taps further away from you, a little bit harder. Toe taps closer, a little bit easier. So just do what feels best for you. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the other leg back up. Let's hug both knees into the chest and just have a gentle rock side to side. So from there, we're just going to release the legs one at a time. Take the arms overhead. We're going to engage those core muscles to come into our roll up. So try to keep the legs down. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll yourself up nice and slow. Lengthen up tall. Without using the hands, we're going to then come onto our feet. Come up nice and tall. We're going to come into our single leg squat position on the opposite leg. So hands are out in front or they're on your hips for balance, whatever feels good for you. So let's engage through our center, take your balance, and we're going to sit down and rise up tall. So pressing the weight down through your heel, squeezing those buttocks to drive yourself up. Using this foot to balance if you need to, or getting as low as you can. And just checking that that knee doesn't go over your big toe or not very far. Breath out, breath in. We're going to take 3, 2, and then we'll take our last one. We're going to hold it there, take those arms out in front, and then super slow, extend that leg, bring yourself down. We're then going to take our roll back, so bone by bone, use that core, come down onto the mat. We're going to return to our rest position. So making sure you are level across your hips with just your natural curve in the lower back. We're going to return to double tabletop. So core engaged, one leg to tabletop, deeper engagement, second leg to tabletop. From here, check the hands on the knees, make sure the elbows are straight, make sure that space hasn't gotten any bigger. Bring the arms up into the air, soften the shoulder blades. We're going to take double leg stretch, although it's only one leg that we move at this level. So with that center active, we're going to extend the arms and one leg, bring it back to the start. Switching legs, extend and back to the start. Let's exhale to lengthen, inhale to return. So working with your breath to keep the movement under control and using that core to keep your trunk still. You want to create as much length from those fingertips away to your toes. Keep relaxed around the shoulders and neck. Breathing out, breathing in. Good, almost there. We're going to take 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we're going to pause here. We're going to take it into Criss Cross for our obliques. So interlace your fingertips, pop them around the back of your head and relax the shoulders. So we're going to glide the head and shoulders up off the floor. And then we're going to rotate to the side, extend this leg back to the center, to the other side and back to center. We're going to exhale as we turn, inhale back, exhale and inhale. So as we do this, we want to extend that leg, stretch the toes, reaching as far away from you as you can. Breathing out, breathing in, maintaining that nice trunk position. Watch that your lower back does not arch off the floor. Almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's hug those knees into the chest one last time. Reach them out. We're going to try one last roll up if our abdominals are ready for it. So try to keep the feet down, but don't worry if they do lift up. Let's take an inhale, exhale, roll yourself up. Oh dear. And lengthen tall. Taking those hands out, we're going to come up into our squat position one last time to finish off. So hands out in front, the shoulders are relaxed. We're going to squat down and rise up tall. Driving that weight through your heels. Keep your back tall and slow your breathing down. Still using that core to keep our trunk steady. We're going to do our pulses. Hold it here. Pulse. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. I'm just going to come forward so I'm in the right position. Extend those arms out in front, shoulders are down. We're going to take some hundreds through the arms. So draw those legs a little bit lower, in through your core. We're pulsing. So we usually do these down on the mat for our hundreds, but we're doing them here since we're doing our squats workout. Breathing in, breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold it there, bring it all the way down, and then we're going to come all the way down to do some stretches to loosen off a little bit. So from here, we're just going to cross one leg over the other and grab from here. We're going to draw that knee in towards you and just let that hip relax. Nice big exhale as you let the hip go. Relax through your neck and shoulders. And gently release. We'll switch that over to the other side. So cross over, grab behind the back of the knee, and once again, let the hip relax, let your shoulders relax. And gently release. From here, just bring yourself around. We're just going to pop up onto all fours here, and we're just going to take a lunge stretch here. So you want to bring one leg out in front, bring the hips far forward, tuck the tailbone down to lengthen, and open through your chest. And just let the weight come forwards. Bring the hands to the floor. We're going to rotate towards the front knee, so lengthen to your fingertips, and then come back to the floor. Lengthen and rotate, and come back. One last time. And come back. We're just going to switch those legs over. So take a wide step forward, bring the hips as far forward again with that length on the tailbone, chest up high, and then hands to the floor. Rotating to the side, lengthening up to your fingertips, and down. Take a breath out, lengthen tall, and back, and one last time. And then from there, we're just going to come into a seated position. So you can sit cross-legged if that works for you. So nice and tall, we're going to come into our mermaid stretch. So we're just going to take this top arm, lengthen it over. Try to keep your bottom bones on the floor, and then come over to the other side. So stretching that rib cage, lengthen over with this arm. We'll go once more to either side. And come back. And then from there, just return to the center. Give your shoulders a good shake out. And that is us finished our workout for today. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd love it if you could like the video, sign up to subscribe so you find out about future videos, and share it with your friends. And we'll hopefully see you on the channel again soon.